Recently, I was contacted by a content creator who came across my films and liked how they looked. She asked if she could hire me for a day to shoot her going around New York City. I said yes, and asked if, in lieu of payment, I could later do a documentary on her, comprised of a sit-down interview in her bedroom. She agreed. This is that documentary. Here, just clap so that I have the audio. Okay, cool. So, who are you?
Hi, I'm Rachel Hunger. I live now in New York, used to live in Albany, but I'm still getting used to it.
Why are we here today?
Well, we're, I guess, here to shoot a little documentary since you were so kind and gracious in allowing me to film with you for my UGC. I really appreciate it. So here we are.
All right. So what's it like being a content creator? Or is that what you call yourself? I don't want to assume.
Yeah, because I do feel like influencer, it sounds so like uppity. So yeah, I would say content creator. And I'm definitely not like, I don't have a million followers. I'm not like Lele Pons. I'm just doing basic stuff, you know, showing people around, basically taking them throughout my day in little bits and pieces with me, whether it's getting ready or going to lunch or trying out a new spot for a drink, that kind of stuff.
And when did you get started doing this? How long have you been doing it?
I've been doing it for the last 2 years, I'd say, hardcore, but more seriously in this last year, trying to get actual payments for my jobs.
So where are you at in your career? Like, do you feel like you have a lot of followers? Do you feel like you still have room to grow? Like, how do you feel about your career as a content creator?
Well, I mean, 23,000 is good, but I feel like I want to do better if I can, because I don't know. It seems to me that based on my experiences thus far, I've gotten a lot of free deals and stuff, coupons even. When I first started, that was the only thing I got in return for posting about something. But yeah, I think coupons, all that stuff is fine, but it really doesn't pay the bills. So that's what I'm going for. I'm looking to hopefully get some brand endorsements that are legit, have a contract where I post X amount for this amount of money and it's guaranteed. So yeah, that's my goal. Right now I'm getting there. I had a little $50 payment. That was something. It was oh, here's a little endorsement to our spot, but it wasn't actual money. It was still to be received and tendered at their location. It was like a pizzeria, which sounds so corny, but you know, it's something.
Yeah.
Gets me out there.
So where are you from? What's your story?
Well, I'm from a little outside of Albany, but in the area that I was in, it was very the sticks, pretty much. So a little farmy, you know, a lot of livestock, crops, but not that much. It was just really in that area in my town, that specifically. And it was kind of a little isolated, if you will, a little creepy, a little children of the corn. I prefer New York City.
What do you like about New York City?
I love the people. I feel like where I grew up, it was so quiet and desolate, if you will. Kind of, like I said, children of the corn. So it was nice to be able to get out and visit the city every once in a while. As a teenager, even as a kid, I would sometimes do it with my family. But
Have you seen Children of the Corn?
yeah, I have, and it's quite haunting, chilling, if you will.
Yeah. There's a lot of those. I think there's there might be 9 or 10 different Children of the Corn movies at this point.
Are there really?
I think there are. Because when I was growing up, there was a bunch of sequels that were straight to video.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then I think they've done a remake maybe, and then other ones or something. But I think there might be 9 or 10.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
Yeah. I've only seen maybe the first one and the second one, I think.
And what do you think?
I think like the premise is better than the actual movie. It's one of those. Like,
Definitely.
Yeah.
There was like a kid pastor, right? Wasn't that like part of
Yeah.
it? Ah, my God, he gave me the creeps. I didn't like him.
Do you like horror movies?
I do a little. I dabble here and there. I'm trying to think of like what my favorite one might be. I have a hard time nowadays sitting through movies like all the way. If I'm honest, my attention span is just shot. But in general, if I had to pick a horror movie, I would say Saw. That was really good. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
Saw's good. I love Saw.
Yeah, the special effects are crazy. Like I don't know how they do all that.
Yeah.
I know a little bit, but not everything.
Do you feel like that's something you would ever want to do, like just be in movies or anything like that?
It's funny that you say that because yes, I considered going to like acting school when I first kind of moved out here, which was like just last month. In theory, I could save up for it. I could do it. Not sure how long film is gonna like last. You know what I mean? Everyone's attention span is like shot to shit, frankly, just like mine. So I wonder about how long that will go on for. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's cool, don't get me wrong. I love movies to a degree, but I just can't sit through them anymore. And I'd rather watch like something shorter if I could, because time is money. And
What do you mean by shorter? Like how short?
like, I like watching like YouTube videos even. I know that's like still kind of like old school, but I enjoy it because like usually they're pretty short and they don't need to be on for like 40 minutes. It can be like a quick 10-minute get ready with me or go to Sephora with me or...
So you watch that stuff, like even like, because I know you make that stuff, but like you'll actually like watch somebody else doing that stuff?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm not bit biting or anything, but I am kind of taking inspiration from stuff because, there's nothing new under the sun. Somebody said that, right? And yeah, I think it's good to get that inspiration. Plus, I low-key enjoy it because it's like getting to spend time with another person without actually having to like do anything. You can just chill.
That's interesting. I never would have thought that like content creators watch other content creators.
Yeah,
Like it just feels like it's a very, I don't know, it's like your own pursuit. And I would feel like it would be something that you would just like get sick of or something.
I mean, the only thing that I get sick of sometimes is like trying to film. That's probably the hardest thing for me. Just because like it's not always opportune and I'm usually by myself trying to do it and I feel kind of ridiculous like trying to do here's me in New York and I have to be alone like on Chelsea Pier trying to get a photo with like my stand and all that. It's just awkward.
Yeah.
So I think that's like the most annoying part about it, to be fair. Everything else is fine.
Do you ever feel like silly, like when you're in public and like you're shooting content, like people are looking at you weird or anything, or?
All the time. Yeah, and you can't tell me they're not. I know they are. Plus, I've seen those videos on TikTok of people like, influencer in the wild or things like that.
Yeah.
And I just pray and hope that I'm never on it.
What's something like embarrassing about you? Like, I don't mean like career ending, but just something like that like cute embarrassing, like curious,
That's
like
hard.
harmless embarrassing, like just like a tidbit, like a, I don't know.
Harmless tidbit.
Do you have any like guilty pleasures, entertainment wise or life wise?
Yes, definitely. Something pretty much no one knows is that like when I'm not watching other influencers talk about stuff and products, whatever, I go and look at metal detectors online so I can like kind of see what they're doing and try to go to locations because I asked for a metal detector 2 Christmases ago and I've been using it intermittently here and there. I haven't found anything.
You use a metal detector in New York City?
Not in New York City, but
okay.
like when I was still home, I could use it outside and just like go to random places because honestly, there is a lot of history to New York and yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff.
Have you found anything cool?
I can show you if you want These are some of my beautiful coins. This is probably a quarter, more than likely. What else do I have here? This one looks like a dime, but very, very severely weathered and worn, as is this one. These are all from the beach. I went to Rockaway like 2 months ago, and yeah, these are them.
So you've never shown this on like with content or anything? You've never like metal detected?
No.
Why?
Because like, I don't know. I think it's not really my brand per se.
I think that would be cool.
You think so?
I would watch some like metal detecting. I'm just now hearing of like metal detecting as like a category of video. I never even heard of that.
No, yeah, it's really fun. A lot of people do it, and it for the most part is uneventful, just like the real thing, because it's just walking around waiting to find a spot. But when they do, it's really fun, and I'm like, I'm craving that. Like, just give me something cool. Old Victorian object or something. However, I don't film that only because, I don't know. I don't think the image that I've cultivated in my like online presence would translate well with that content. Like, I don't even speak in my videos, let alone like show my day-to-day really. Like,
yeah, it's weird. Like, does it feel weird being seen talking?
a little bit.
Well, you're not right now because we're literally just see your pants and the coins. But we just shot stuff where you were straight up talking to the camera. That was like, was that weird?
Yeah, I was just trying to focus on you. I was like, oh yeah, I'm talking to a person.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna cut and we can talk more about like what that's like.
Yeah.
All right, so here you are staring at the camera and talking, and that's something you don't normally do. So let's talk about that. Why don't you talk in your content? What's that about when you're your persona or your character? I don't know what to call it, but why don't you talk in your content?
Well, honestly, it does make me kind of nervous. And that sounds silly, right? Because, like, I film videos, and that's, like, what I'm trying to do for a living. But, like, yeah, it's really hard. I think the medium I work best in is visual. And that translates really well to, like, the audience that I want. So, yeah, that's why I mainly don't do it. And also because I don't feel like I have the best voice in the world. So there's that, too.
You have a nice voice. You have a good voice.
Thank you. When I hear myself after I've tried to record something with audio, I'm like, who the fuck is that? Like, I don't know who that is.
So not only are people hearing you talk, they just heard you curse. No, I'm just teasing.
This isn't family friendly. It's whatever. It's out there in the ether now. I'm cool in. Hopefully I don't speak too freely.
You definitely have like faces that you do when you do your content.
You've noticed.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's part of your character. So it's like, I'm just noticing when I'm seeing you, because I haven't really watched too many of your videos, to be honest, but just seeing a couple, you have like certain faces, and like, I can see like when you're talking as your actual human self, like you don't really make the same faces.
No, yeah, I mean, yeah. I typically am very animated because I understand that like it's much like silent film acting in a way, because like I'm doing this like visual representation of an experience, a product, and there's no sound needed. It's just simply like visually stimulating. So yeah.
Can you cycle through a couple of your faces right now? Or is it hard to do if you're not like actually doing the video?
I think like I can do like sometimes I'll mouth things, but that's different. Like
Yeah. Does it feel silly when you're doing it, or? Because like obviously this is like outside of the context of you doing it.
Yeah, Yeah, it does feel a little bit weird. I feel like a sim.
All right. Well, I'm gonna cut and we'll talk about something else or figure it out.
Okay.
Okay, so you have very prominent lips.
Thank you.
What's it like having really big lips?
I mean, it's fine. I do get comments sometimes that are sometimes less than nice. A
Less
little
than
bit
nice?
indecent, if you will.
Oh, okay. I was like, I was thinking like people are just like, screw you, you have big lips or something. But
Oh no, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
for the most part, it's just like thirsty guys trying to
yeah.
flirt.
So
Yeah.
I guess you've had them your whole life. I feel like people with big lips, it's just kind of like, I guess they're just born with them.
Yeah. I mean, you would think so, right? Because like,
Do they come in later? Is it like puberty? Is it like breasts? Do they like?
I mean, sure. In some cases, sure. But yeah, I mean, this is totally off the record, but if I'm honest with you and myself, I did go ahead and take that leap. I got swindled and totally, I fell into the hole. I fell into that pitfall of doing what everybody else is doing, and I definitely got lip filler.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that. It looks
Yeah,
like
yeah.
natural. Like it doesn't look like. I don't know.
Oh, thank you. I hope. Yeah, I mean, I was glad that it didn't go terribly. There was one time when it did. It was just not cute. Ugh.
I feel like okay. So what is it? Is it like does it like wear off and you get more, or what's the deal with it?
So, like, it basically, there's a lot of debate on this, scientifically speaking, according to, like, the research. Somebody did, like, an MRI of someone's face after they had filler, and it had supposedly dissolved because it wasn't where it was when they initially, like, injected it.
What is it that they put in there?
I think it's hyaluronic acid.
What's that?
It's like, it's basically collagen, just like extra. And it's like a interesting, like viscous fluid, if you will.
Okay.
I guess that's the right, I don't know if that's right, but I haven't done it in a while. So it's likely that maybe they have decreased in size.
I
or
mean, they're still
deflated.
huge lips,
Thank you.
but they're fake.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, spoiler.
I think. Yeah. But it's okay. I mean, I always had a good bottom lip, so that is truly mine.
So your bottom lip's yours. Top lip is fake.
Yeah, for the most part.
So what do your lips feel like to you right now?
They feel like my regular lips. So I'm looking in the mirror like, are they still there? They are. But yeah, they're just kind of there. Sometimes it's weird, like kissing people is weird because it's like, I don't know what my top lip is entirely doing the whole time. I'm just trying to make sure it's acting right.
All right.
So yeah, it's a little weird, but sorry, that was so extra share.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I guess so. But I don't know. I feel like it's something that it's sort of a secret, if I'm honest. But yeah, we've been having such like a cool conversation. I was just like, let me spout out and share.
Well, that's the point of a documentary is you get people being natural, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. Is there any chance you might be willing to kind of like cut that part or make it a little bit more ambiguous?
Are you serious?
Yeah, if you could. I mean, I know that sounds extra and like, you know, it's silly. I should probably be okay with the fact that I did something like that. But what I'm not sure I'm okay with upon reflecting is my audience knowing that, because...
All right, let me cut and we can talk about it. Like, talk about it.
Okay.
Okay. I always have like a natural aversion to like cutting things that work, and I feel like it was such an interesting conversation.
Totally. I totally understand. and it is your documentary. I just, I wonder if maybe it's possible that I could have a little bit more say in like what's included and what's not.
I would just want you to look at the finished product and then decide like how you feel about it, and then let me know.
Okay.
Because like at the end of the day, like you signed a release and it's my footage and I can do with it whatever I want. But, I'll show you a cut of it, and then maybe if you see a cut of it, you might feel like, oh, that actually works. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I feel like you're angry with me now.
No. I'm just pensive.
No, I just mean like let me take a crack at it, basically. Like let me try and make my version of the best movie I can make, and if that's in there, that's in there, and if it's not in there, that's not in there. And then you look at it with fresh eyes. Because like what feels weird in the moment isn't necessarily what's going to feel weird when you look at it like incorporated into a full piece. Does that make sense?
No, yeah, sure. And okay. All right. Well, what else is there to talk about?
I don't know. What can we talk about?
All right, so here is my room. Behind me, I have my calendar, because it's always good to stay on time. Here I've got my little pencil case, some beautiful Cracker Barrel pens, $2, total steal, go to Cracker Barrel. Oh, I have these cute little testers from Caroline Herrera. These were only $35 paired together at the store. I was like, that's tea, I'm getting it.
What does tea mean, by the way?
Oh, tea, it's like, oh, that's tea, like that's a deal. Like, that's the secret that I needed to know. Like, oh, that's the tea right there. Like,
okay.
Little known secret, little life hack. What else is over here? I mean, I have room spray. This was something that I actually got from Tacit Perry's. I never knew how to learn the name. But yeah, they gave this to me to try. So yeah, you've probably seen it on my little Instagram page. And then this is my Sarah Jessica Parker perfume. I really do love Sex and the City. That's like one of my favorite shows.
Mm-hmm.
Does it smell like paradise?
I can't smell it from over here. Don't like spray more of it just in case I hate it. But okay, here, pass it to me and I'll just sniff it. Is this what Sarah Jessica Parker smells like?
That's what I would think. I would think so, right? And it's pretty magical. I love it.
It's like, I was expecting to hate it, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, it's not bad, right?
It has almost like a cigarette-y sense to it, or like a hookah. It almost smells like a hookah. Have you ever done hookah?
No, I've never done hookah.
Okay. This kind of, it has like a hookah-ness. I wonder if Sarah Jessica Parker does hookah.
It would not surprise me because she smokes a whole lot in that show.
Ah, yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
What else? This is like my little everything bin right now, but when it's not everything, it's mainly just my hair stuff. And then over here, this is just like everything else. This is like a 3-tiered system. Makeup, nails and body, more nails and body. So basically the same thing.
You have like a statue of big lips.
Oh, yes, I do. One could say I manifested that as well.
But we're not allowed to talk about your big lips.
Yeah. Then I also have this lovely turtle. I got this from TJ Maxx. Mm-hmm. Literally $15.
All right. I like the cat poster.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I don't know if you saw the picture of my actual cat, but...
Yes, I did. Okay.
I like to think of that painting as an homage. Mm-hmm. I like to be really organized. So I've got like summer tops here, summer pants here. And then this is all my like really nicer type stuff. Got some of this. This is actually really, really cool. This is a high ticket item. I got this from a brand based in Greece. They sent it to me in the mail. All I had to do was like shoot a video in it, and it was really cute. Also got this from a little brand deal. This is like an independent boutique brand called Spencer's Closet. And they gave this to me to wear during Fashion Week last year. Ooh, this was my fit for Barbie. I made a whole reel about it, going to the Barbie movie and like going in my hot pink. Me and my friends went all together. It was really
Did you like Barbie?
I do, yeah, and I did like her as like a toy or like in the movie.
Yeah, and did you like the movie?
I did like the movie.
I thought it was good.
I fell asleep a little bit, but
Yeah. Is that? Do we have to cut that out that you fell asleep?
no, it's fine. I can admit that. But yeah, I have this as well. This is like my favorite. What is this from? Divided. Yeah, I didn't get a deal with them, but I did really like their dress. I think it's like Urban Outfitters. I did a shopping with me trip to Urban Outfitters, and this is what I got. So nice.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's mainly it. I mean, I could try some on for you if you want. We could do like a little, ooh, get ready with me. Or maybe even like for transitions in between things when we're like talking about stuff. We can like, oh, look at her in this outfit, and then changing subject in this outfit. You know, that kind of vibe.
Okay. Yeah. Totally.
Would that be cool?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, yeah.
Okay.
I guess with that in there.
Wait, what?
I was gonna say, I guess with that in there, maybe we can cut out some of the more sensitive subjects that we were talking about earlier.
Oh my God! Like, really?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
I mean, like, you know, maybe we can substitute. Like,
Substitute what for what?
lip filler for clothes.
What's clothes? What does clothes mean?
Like outfits. Like, oh, check this out. Really cute. I can explain where I got it and what a good deal I got on it, even if I didn't.
Well, that's not as interesting.
I mean, one could say that.
Like, if you're just putting on a jacket and talking about a jacket, that's not as interesting as you talking about the fact that you have lip fillers and giving an honest, like, down-to-earth statement on that, you know? Like, I just feel like this is almost like you're turning this documentary into kind of like what your content is.
Unintentionally.
I wouldn't have agreed to shooting your content for you around New York City if I thought that like the documentary was literally just going to be more content of you like trying on stuff or whatever.
Oh.
So like honestly, like I feel like the documentary like can be just us disagreeing about what the documentary is. Like this shot that I have on you right now, like I just like the shot of just you sitting and just being like a person and we're just having a conversation. Like to me that's compelling. Like I'm not a young person who watches content. That's not compelling for me. I'm somebody who watches like documentaries where people are being real with each other. But I think a way for us to meet halfway is the fact that like, you know, in the context of us disagreeing, there's a documentary there. Does that make sense? Is that something you would be more comfortable with?
I do like the idea of it being more focused on us disagreeing about like what the point of the documentary is, or like what any point to any documentary is really.
Well, because that's real. Like that's what if that's what's happening between us, our disagreement, I feel like that disagreement becomes the documentary. That like for me, documentaries and film in general should be always chasing like what's real and like what's happening right now. And what's happening right now is we're disagreeing about what this is, you know?
Yeah,
So
sure.
is that something you feel safe capturing? Because I'm just worried now that we're gonna go down that path and then you're gonna be like, all right, we'll cut all the stuff about us disagreeing and just keep all the stuff about me talking about clothes and stuff, you know?
Oh no, yeah. I mean, you can totally keep the disagreement in there. I think that honestly, I really, really like your idea there because like that is really compelling. I like things that have like, you know, a story I don't think is interesting unless there's resistance in some way, shape, or form.
Figuring out the shot a bit better. But
No word. But yeah, I definitely think
like we don't have to get along, and that can be part of the interestingness of what we're doing. you know? Because we're two different people. Like, I come from a very different world from you, and you come from a very different world from me. Like, I don't get why people make content. I think it's stupid. Like, I'm fine admitting that to you. And I'm sure you get that from people in your life.
Oh, sure, yeah. But if it's stupid,
I don't dislike you as a person. I'm just saying, like, I don't understand why people make this kind of shit. Like, with this same equipment, like a fucking camera, you can make like an actual like fucking movie and not just like worship these fucking brands and make your whole life about chasing these little fucking morsels of shit that they fucking throw your way, whether it be a fucking coupon or some fucking shit that they throw you, and then you're constantly chasing this fucking carrot that's like dangling in front of your face. Like, that's fucked up too. So it's like us talking about that shit, and that's fine. I'm sure there's shit that you think like is fucked up about me. I'm sure you think like, oh, this pretentious asshole that's like shitting on what I'm doing right now. You know, I'm sure you have shit that you would want to say to me, and that can be kind of, if we're rolling while that's happening, then that's fucking compelling. So I think that's interesting.
Okay. I mean,
Like, say something to me. Like, say, I'm not trying to force it because then that would be fake, but like, how are you feeling about me shitting on what you do? Does that feel good? Does that feel uncomfortable?
it feels pedantic.
Pedantic? Okay.
Because, like, I mean, I kind of got the gist of it when I first, like, approached you and we had a little chat, you know, over the phone about what we do and what we're into. And yeah, I mean, I got the gist of it from there. So, like, I do know that. I'm aware that you feel that way. And I do respect it to a degree, even though I disagree. Yeah, I'd say content creation in general at this moment in time is much more lucrative than trying to work in film.
I have no doubt that it's more lucrative. And also, I'm not trying to work in film. I'm just trying to make stuff that I like. Like, you know that. You've seen some of my stuff. You wouldn't have contacted me if you didn't like kind of what I'm doing, which is just doing my own thing.
Oh, no, yeah, of
You know,
course.
I'm not, what I mean is like, I'm different also from people on my side making art and chasing being in Hollywood and all that shit. Like, I'm doing my own thing there. So, you know, I'm not chasing that shit in general, is what I'm trying to say.
So you don't want to make, like, high-budget movies?
No, not at all.
Really?
If I'm not doing shit like this, like, even though this day is not going great because we're disagreeing on what this documentary should be, like, this small footprint type shit, I fucking love. And I'm sure the small footprintness of making content is what makes it tolerable for you to be shilling for these fucking brands, is the fact that you can just go out and do it yourself rather than like you being part of some fucking, if you worked at some network or you worked at some TV station or whatever, or you were, you know, on some red carpet interviewing people or whatever, like there's that path and you didn't take that path. So there's some acknowledgement there of like, you like the fact that you can just get out there with a fucking camera or your phone and you can make something. So like, we're kind of cut from the same cloth in a certain sense. It's just that like, I'm looking for honesty and you're kind of, I don't know, it's almost like a brainwashing thing where like, you're so fucking close to just like making something that's like honest and cool, but oh, these fucking brands call you and say like, go visit here, or like a store calls you and says like, come check out our thing and make content about it. It's like, I don't know. It's just, it's a different place than I come from shit with. So it's hard for me to relate.
It's not entirely dishonest, the type of content that I make. I mean, I can understand why it might seem that way because not everything is included. For instance, my voice. I don't include that. So that element of reality is lost.
I don't have any problem with that. I think that's cool. That's fine that you don't talk in your stuff. Cool. Great.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just saying it seems like you think that I'm like dick riding these brands, and I'm definitely not. I'm just showing the best part that they have to offer, whether it be a product or an experience,
That's
and I'm
fair,
showing
but
the
you
best
wouldn't-
aspects.
You wouldn't do it if they weren't. I mean, actually, I should phrase that as a question. Would you do this kind of stuff if they weren't asking you to do it?
I mean,
Because, I mean, I can get like when you're starting out, you could just go and do stuff to show that you can do it.
yeah,
But
yeah,
like,
of course.
you know, I don't know. Some of the stuff would you even do?
I mean,
Like, okay, let me put it
Touché.
this way. Let me put it this way. These are the best years of your life, right? You're young, you're beautiful, you're in New York City, right?
you.
Why aren't you a fucking artist? Like, let's be real. Let's get real with this fucking documentary. Like, why aren't you making art? Like, what are you getting out of what you're doing that's so much better than like if you were to tell a fucking compelling story? Like, what is the fucking problem?
Why isn't
Well, it's something
my TikTok
else,
real and art?
right? It's commercialism, and it's the commercial area of things, and it's advertising, and it's to an extent it's propaganda.
But that it's still like in and of itself, like a lot of commercials. Let's say the Campbell's soup can commercial where it hops off the shelf and follows a kid home. Mm-hmm. That's like there's a storyline there. Like there's a point to that, and it's still art. You know what I mean? Even though they're trying to get you to buy a product at the end of the day, that still doesn't take away the aspect of artistry that goes into that. Mm-hmm. Like, it's still beautiful. I think of that as like a short film. Like,
No, yeah, look, commercial art can be some of the best art, and there's been really influential commercial art. I would have more respect for you if you were actually making stuff that could be held to that regard or could be in a museum one day, but you're not. You're like literally, you're just being used as a fucking pawn, dude. Like, for real.
I wouldn't say a pawn, because like at the end of the day, there is benefits to the job. And I guess it depends on what your expectation is when you go into that. Like, if you're expecting to be paid $1 million the first time you get a brand deal, like, you're not going to get that. But you will get a good experience. You will get to go places you haven't gone before.
And you find that compelling?
I mean, I think it is incredibly compelling. It's another way to connect with people. I think that's integral to art as a whole. Mm-hmm. So I'd say, like, okay, I agree to disagree with you in terms of like, oh, content creation isn't art because I'm like sold out or whatever. I haven't even like gotten that much money from it. I mean, I've gotten vouchers basically. So I wouldn't say I'm selling out in that regard, but I would say that I'm taking the opportunity that I have to use my assets and make some money for myself and broaden my social connection.
See, that was good. Like, a little bit of that. That was, like, interesting. Are you comfortable with that being in there?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's
Okay.
good.
All right. Okay, so, like, what would the clothing be?
I mean, we can go with a variety of different outfits. I mean,
But, like, what would it be? Like, what's... When you say trying on clothes, is it, like what does trying on clothes mean?
oh, I mean, like, you know, little outfit reveals. Like, we find a way to, at least how I do it when I'm doing, like, a TikTok. I try to find, like, a walkway to go down, whether it be a hallway or, like, even just my bedroom door. Walk in one outfit and then walk in another one. Cut to walk in another one. And then it's like a runway, like me doing a runway show by myself.
So then it's not actually, like, trying on clothes. It's not like putting on clothes. It's, like, finished product, like, here's me in clothes, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Like a runway show.
Yeah, I don't know. It just sounds a little content-y to me. If it was you trying on, like, literally putting on, taking off clothes, that would be more interesting because that's not something that you would normally see you do.
Yeah, it'd be more like something to see an OnlyFans model do.
Right, but I'm just trying to give an example of, like, the fact that, like, there's just no real reason to do, like, here's me in this outfit and then cut to I'm in another outfit, cut to I'm in another, like, that's just not the kind of thing I'm going for. Like, I would rather just talk to you and ask you more questions about what it's like to be you and stuff. Like, it just doesn't seem useful to grab that kind of footage unless there's something about it that's different than what normally would be there.
But watching me undress seems useful.
I feel like you're pinpointing upon that, but, well, yes, I'll argue from the position you're putting me in, but yeah, it would be useful. It would be interesting. It would be entertaining. It would be beautiful because I would shoot it beautifully.
Would you consider well-directed porn art?
I would consider poorly directed porn art. I think porn is a genre. I think I would defend any art that is art, and art is art, and that's all that art is. And so I'm not trying to make porn here, so I kind of like, I know what you're getting at, and I don't appreciate it. But yeah, of course I would defend any art.
No, yeah. I think it's interesting that seeing me in the outfits isn't useful, but watching me get to that point is.
Yeah, because that's normally what we would not see. So if we're seeing you putting on or taking off clothes, that's something we wouldn't normally see. Again, this is the purpose of a documentary, is to give people a glimpse of you behind what they would normally see of you. You're a beautiful woman. Who wouldn't want to see a beautiful woman putting on or taking off clothes? That's like what people have painted since paint existed. You can go into a museum and see like paintings of like women washing their legs and shit, This isn't porn. This isn't me being a creep. This is me being an artist. Like, welcome to fucking models and artists and the oldest fucking relationship in the history of art. A woman is beautiful. A painter or a sculptor captures them,
Right.
What was the eye roll there? I saw the fucking eye roll. What do you mean?
So I reckon that's the reason why you picked me for your little documentary then.
That you're beautiful? Is this the first time you've been told that? Yes, you're beautiful.
It's not the first time, not to toot my own horn, but...
No, what I mean is like, yeah, okay, so, you wanted me to shoot content of you. Great. I was like, let me do a documentary. Yeah, because you're beautiful is probably part of why I chose to do that deal rather than just get paid or something. Because I was like, this chick's gorgeous. Like, why can't I just do a documentary? That would be dope. That would be priceless. Art is always priceless, right?
I guess, sure. But I mean, don't you think it's kind of voyeuristic to deem watching someone undress, which is usually a private moment for most people?
Yes, the art is about
art.
private moments. It's about like you talking about your lip filler. It's like what they say about free speech. Free speech isn't there to protect speech that you love. It's there to protect speech that you hate. That's the only possible purpose. The only possible purpose of art is moments that you wouldn't normally see or you wouldn't normally appreciate. We see women walking down the street fully clothed all the time. We don't always see women in states of undress unless we have some sort of intimate relationship with them. But art provides us a glimpse into intimacy and into connecting with other people and being allowed into their world. You allowed me into your world with this documentary. And so I fucking went down that path with you. And the second we started revealing things about yourself that are actually about yourself, you fucking back off. And that's fucked up because
Is it fucked up?
Yeah, it is, because we were so close to fucking creating a piece of art here.
I think what we're doing right now is art, is it not? Having a dialogue?
Yes, I'm fine with this. This is good. This is all usable.
Right. I just think you don't have to necessarily have a naked woman in your finished product to make it interesting or to make it art.
I don't necessarily need to have a naked woman in my art for it to be art. I'm just saying you were talking about putting on clothes and taking off clothes. The only way that I would want to do that is if you were actually, like, we saw you in your underwear, which honestly, like, fucking, dude, like, I've seen your fucking content. You've been on beaches. You've been in fucking bikinis and shit on the fucking beach. So what's the big deal about you in, like, a bra and panties? It's the same fucking attire. It's just that you're on the beach or you're in a fucking bedroom. So it's like, you're playing this like moral high ground thing. Excuse me. You're playing this like moral high ground thing, but like, you know, what is the problem? Like, why do you care? Like, who gives a shit? Did you like forget to shave your legs today or something? Like, what's the fucking problem? But the point is, like, you're the one who brought up fucking taking on or putting off clothes. Like, I've never brought that up once during this whole fucking thing. So
You don't
like,
have to curse at me, thank you.
I curse when I talk. I'm not cursing at you. I'm expressing myself as like a human being. I'm using all parts of the buffalo, and some of the parts of the buffalo is me fucking cursing, dude. I'm not angry with you. This is like intellectual discussion, right?
Yeah, but I bet you'll cut that out, won't you?
What would I cut out?
What doesn't make you look good?
What doesn't make me look good? I look like fucking great here, dude.
Do you?
Yeah,
Because you
I'm
just
saying
told me that this would only be interesting if I undressed for you on camera,
No.
followed it up by cursing at me a ton.
No, that's not what I said.
Do you want to put any more nails in your coffin?
What, do you think I'm gonna get canceled for this shit? No, because if you actually look at the content of what I said, nothing I said was wrong. In fact, I was backed into a theoretical corner with how you were describing the situation. So I think I come off fine. I think you come off a little bit fucking inflexible.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd like to see if this gets to the final cut of the film.
This scene,
Yep.
I'm happy with it.
Well, I look forward to watching it then.
Okay. I think you would like this movie more than you think you would. Okay, so why are you giving me the silent treatment? Why aren't you saying anything to me anymore? I'm rolling, so I want to capture what you have to say about you not talking to me anymore right now.
I disagree with you on a lot of things. Most things.
Yes,
But
that's fine.
I think I agree with you on one. Maybe one thing.
What do you agree with me on?
I agree that it's better to be honest.
Yes, that's all I've been fucking saying, dude. It is better to be honest. Fuck yes. Okay, let's do this. Can I ask you questions and shit?
Go for it. Try to remain myself, not
Okay.
any other version.
Fuck yes. All right. Give me something from your life that you've never told anybody. And let's capture that fucking honest moment, and I guarantee you'll feel better about yourself. And you'll feel better about this project if you just share something that's real. Have you ever had your heart broken?
Yeah,
Have you ever broken a heart?
probably. Then I wasn't aware of it.
Are you just so, cold-hearted that you don't even care if you broke somebody's heart or not? Or
No, I mean,
who broke your heart? Let's get back on that. Who broke your heart?
it was this guy that I dated when I was like 16, and we met online. It was so fucking stupid. Might have been kind of a trauma bond now that I think of it, but basically I found a way to use some college money to go to England and meet this guy, IRL. And we had a whole little tryst, if you will, for like a week. And then I came back home, kept in contact with him.
Did you guys fuck?
I'll let you figure that out. Take a guess. What do you think?
Tryst usually means fuck, I feel like.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, that is true. We did. But, yeah. It was a really, like, whirlwind type romance. It was quick.
The fucking or the romance?
The romance, because after that it just became like torture, frankly. Because there's no way to keep up a relationship that far apart. You know what I mean? Like, he's in England, I'm in the US. We don't see each other physically. Like, we don't get that time. And when we did, and then we couldn't see each other after that, that made it even worse. Because it's like we had one taste of like getting that feeling, and then,
So then what happened? He cheat on you? What happened?
yeah, actually,
Really?
yeah.
That's a surprise.
Not too surprising. It was long distance.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah.
Were you pissed off when that happened?
Yeah, I was very upset.
Was that before you started making content or after?
Much before.
Do you think maybe that led you down the path of like wanting attention from other people and showing yourself?
Maybe a little.
Why do you think you want to show yourself to the world in the way that you have? And why do you think you're so apprehensive about showing yourself in more artistically significant ways?
If you want me to be like, do you want the real answer or do you want the nice fluffy answer?
Give me both. I want to hear your version of like a fluffy one and then give me the real answer.
A fluffy one would be my parents did their best, but ultimately failed to supply me with a more secure self-esteem, if that makes sense.
Makes total sense.
They were very critical.
Mm-hmm.
And the more truthful answer is, they were just really fucking shitty people. They were physically violent, emotionally explosive.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Do you want me to cut or?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
And it's important to be truthful. So yeah, that's the reason why, probably.
I'm honored that you shared that. That's
Thank
really
you.
beautiful.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, shit happens.
Yeah. Do you want me to cut? We can just cut real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So start telling that story again that you were telling me before I started rolling.
Oh, yeah, it was just so stupid. Me and my friend Christina, we just got like totally bored one night and everybody was having a party. We weren't invited. In fact, we were kind of barred from it for reasons that don't need to be explained. She got in a fight with somebody. Anyway.
Look at me more when you're telling it.
Yeah, so anyway, she she decided like want to play truth or dare. And I was like, yeah, sure. So we decided to go and it's just truth mostly. I didn't have any dares in mind. She didn't until like half an hour in. She's like, oh my God, why don't we go skinny dipping? That was her dare. And I was like, fuck. All right, well, I guess I'm going skinny dipping then. So I had to run across this quad because she somehow tacked on another layer to the dare. That's not the rules, but she made it the rules. So of course I had to do something extra, but so did she. She followed me. So
what did it feel like doing it?
cold. It was freezing.
Was that the first time you'd seen her naked?
Yeah.
And the first time she'd seen you naked?
Yeah.
Was there any attraction there between the two of you?
I mean, maybe.
Well, I mean, you decided to be naked with each other, and you could have just been like, fuck no, I'm not going to do that. But you decided to do it anyway, so.
That's true. That's true.
Do you dabble in stuff with women, or?
I mean, sure. You could say that.
So you're attracted to women too? In
Yeah.
addition to men?
Yeah.
Were you attracted to her?
A little bit, but it wasn't formally known, so.
Mm-hmm. Do you think there was anything... Do you think she might have felt anything for you, or was it just kind of one way?
I think it was more one way.
Yeah, that sucks.
She had a boyfriend, like, all the time.
Mm.
So.
I'm sure he wouldn't have minded if...
Right? Yeah. Of course.
This shot is so good.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I'm glad.
you look great. This is almost like the poster or something, I don't know.
Oh, thanks. Yay. Beautiful.
See, this is fun, right? You're having fun with this, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, dude. This is better. Look, the camera loves you when you're being fucking honest, dude.
I just feel like Rose in Titanic.
Yeah, exactly. Paint me like the French woman or whatever.
Yeah.
You feel free to take your top off at any time, like she did. I'm just kidding.
Nice try.
I'm just kidding. I think we're good. I think we got it. Did that feel good?
Oh, you do?
Yeah, dude.
That's it?
Well, I don't know. Is there more you'd want to share?
I mean, if you think we got everything.
Well, I just feel like we had this really, really real disagreement, you know? We resolved it. You shared things. You opened up. You got raw. I feel like that's kind of it. I don't know. Well, I mean, it's not really an ending, but like us talking about it ending could be the ending. So I think we got it. How do you feel?
I feel really good. Actually,
Yeah, you feel good?
quite refreshed.
I feel like we bonded. Like
Yeah,
even though
we
even though we disagreed about shit, I feel like we bonded a little bit.
Oh, yeah, and it felt really, really good to be so honest.
Here, move back a little bit. I want to get the light more on your face. I want you to look as beautiful as possible.
Thank you.
Not that you could ever not look beautiful, but let's... There we go. That's even better. Yeah, that's awesome. Sorry, you were saying?
So you think we got everything?
Yeah, dude.
Cool. All right. Well,
Did it feel good?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been a wild ride, that's for sure.
You look like... you look like you just fucked. You know what I mean? Like you have the vibe of like you got something out of your system. You know what I mean? Like it was catharsis or some shit.
Yeah, in one way or another, I did.
Yeah.
And I have you to thank, so.
Yeah, you have me to thank for fucking you. Cinematically, artistically.
Yeah, sure.
Well, that's all. That's all art is. That's all sex is. That's all anything. It's just like you just get two people being honest with each other for X amount of period of fucking time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like you learned something today.
Yeah, I reckon I did.
Yeah. Yeah, you just have like you have like a post fuck days, dude. You're like just kind of high. You look high. You do, but in a good way. You look high in like a relatable way. Dude, your actual laugh is so fucking good, dude. You sound so high right now.
Oh, goodness. Okay,
You
yeah.
sound so high. You look so high, you sound so high.
Well, that's because...
Because you're high? Did you get high before this?
No, I don't have a friend named Kristen. I never did.
You don't have a friend who? What'd you say?
I don't have a friend named Kristen.
Is that I don't even remember what the friend's name was. I just remembered the nude bodies.
Yeah, nobody got
What's
nude. That didn't
her
happen.
actual name?
She doesn't exist. I made it up.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I made her up.
So you never... Wait, you didn't go skinny dipping with anybody? You didn't do any... Okay. Why did you make that up?
Well, I mean, you wanted something interesting.
No, I wanted something honest. You didn't... I'm gonna cut that out now if it was made up. Just not gonna use that. Thanks for
You're gonna
telling
have a lot
me.
to cut out.
It wasn't that long. It was like just a couple minutes.
No, but my parents also never hit me.
Why would you lie about something like that?
Why would you make a documentary with the veiled purpose of trying to get someone nude on camera?
Is that really what you think that I do?
At least a little bit.
No, I don't think I do that at all. Why would you lie about your parents beating you? Why would you think that that's okay? What about people?
Same reason you thought it was okay to ask me to take my clothes off for the camera.
What about people who are watching us right now who have actually been beaten? How are they going to feel when they see you? What about your fans?
What fans?
Your fans.
I have followers, not fans.
Okay, sorry. Followers. Wait, why would you? So you made up that you went skinny dipping, which is like fine, whatever. But why would you make up about your parents beating you? So I'm not going to use that. And you're going to thank me one day that I didn't use that because that's really fucked up.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to cut
I wanted
that
to
part
prove
out.
that I can act. I mean, you did ask me about that.
I'm going to cut that part out about you making that shit up about your parents. That's really fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't know
The
why.
lip filler thing isn't true either.
Excuse me?
The lip filler thing, that wasn't true either.
That's how this whole fucking started. Why would you lie about the lip filler thing?
I thought it gave me more color. Made me more interesting.
It made you more interesting to say you had lip filler?
You thought it was hella interesting, did you not?
What about the guy in England?
That is actually true.
That's true?
That is true.
Are you lying to me right now?
No,
How can I believe you?
you tell me.
What other shit have you lied about? I feel like there's more. What
There
are you
isn't
doing to
more.
me right now? Are you sabotaging my fucking movie?
No, I mean, you wanted something interesting.
No, I wanted the truth. I wanted honesty. I wanted real shit.
But that's not really what any movie is it?
We can damn well try. So this fucking movie sucks now.
If you'd like to think of it that way, sure. But was it still entertaining?
I don't know. It's a document of fucking liar that I'm going to release, and then your followers are going to be like, what the fuck is with her?
Maybe people will be more interested in what you had to say.
Which is what?
The girls changing clothes is more interesting than the outfits that they're wearing.
It is. That's art. Art is privacy. Art is intimacy. Art is what we do not see being shown. Look, I think you come off worse than I do.
Do I?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how. I mean, you told me we couldn't cut anything from the film, that you wanted to use it, all of it, so I just gave you more material. Does it really matter if it's true or not?
So the lip filler thing was true. You did get fucking lip filler, because otherwise what would be your fucking motivation for lying if you didn't tell some truth that you wanted to cover up? So the lip filler thing was real. So I know that that's real, because it wouldn't make logical sense if the lip filler thing was fake, right?
No, but it is fake. Do you really think I can't act?
I wish you would act. I wish you'd do something with your fucking life. You're
Maybe
in
I
New York
already
City.
am.
You're in New York fucking City. Act.
Maybe.
Stupid fucking bitch.
I am.
Swear to fucking God. You're so fucking beautiful, and the camera loves you, and you're a piece of shit. How does that feel?
All the world's a stage.
I guess so. Are we done here? Do you have anything else you want to say to the world?
Be true to yourself. That's all. I find it hard to sleep. Tired of counting sheep. I'll take you anywhere. I'll take you anywhere. When you dream tonight, please dream of me. That was beautiful.